Hello, good evening. It's John here from British Expat in the Philippines. I'm sorry I've not been doing my early morning walks. I'm currently dealing with some personal issues related to, of course, my past and my health. And it sort of preoccupied my mind quite a bit here. Now, thank everybody for their support and their care and their comments. But sometimes I suppose we get burnt out a little bit, we get disillusioned. We also maybe just find things just that little bit too hard to deal with on a day to day basis. And it doesn't have to be particularly localized to the Philippines, it's just general everyday things. I've always tried to keep an eye on my health. I've tried to ensure that I eat healthy, live healthy, do things healthy. But at 77, no, I'm not making that as an excuse. Life is getting a little bit shorter for me, and one has to be aware of these things. A few weeks ago now, I discovered that, and if you're a little bit squeamish, you better turn off the sound. I discovered that I had some blood from the lower area showing its ugly head. And having done nursing in my life, I'm aware that there are many reasons why in one's stool, as they call it, you can have blood. Blood appears. Essentially, it's a warning sign for anybody. It's a warning sign that things aren't quite the same. It's a bit like a nosebleed. A nosebleed happens because many reasons. Stress can also happen just simply because the fine blood vessels pop occasionally. They're under pressure and they're very delicate, and especially in the nasal area. And you can have a nosebleed. For most people, it can be solved by putting yourself in a certain position, blocking the flow, and sorting those things out. Maybe some ice. But down there, it's important that we take note of the signs, so to speak. It can be showing itself in the paper that you might use. It can show it actually in the stool. Either way, it's important that you take note of these things and don't wait too long. In fact, don't wait. Get it seen. And we as men tend to sort of maybe sometimes shrug these things off. And I have done that in the past. But this time I decided that I would go and get somebody just to check out these things. So that's what I've been doing. Hopefully it won't be anything major. Hopefully. The worst case scenario, it could be some form of bowel disorder, or it could be just simply like hemorrhoids. And the message I'm giving really is that our body gives cells telltale signs. And it's important that we listen to our body, that we spend the time to take ourselves seriously, especially as we get older. And that's what I'm doing. So instead of focusing on other people all the time, which is what I've been doing for the last 6 months or so, I decided to step back and concentrate on myself for a little bit, just to get myself back into good spirits again. And so, with all the tests being done, there's a psychological aspect attached to that, and that is that you don't know until they tell you. You have the test done, you have blood tests, object tests, and physical tests. And none of these things are actually large costs. They're quite, economic. But I suppose if it's a good outlet, a good outcome, then it shouldn't be a major cost. But it is important that we put money aside every week, every month, just to ensure that we have sufficient if the time is near where we need that extra boost to get things done. On a positive note, the sun is shining again. My friend Ian in a pallet, finally seeing the road again for a long, long time, covered with water. And it is hard. We put a brave face on life. And I could always see myself as a friend of Ian's that it was getting him down. You put a lot of effort into building a home. To see your home being attacked by Mother Nature can be very disheartening. You start to think, was it all worth it? Was it worth all the effort only to have it destroyed by Mother Nature? Well, we live in the tropics, and here in the Philippines we have every year a typhoon season, the wet season, and we have the dry season. And occasionally they're sort of mad moments in nature where neither one is supposed to be happening. But my thoughts go out to Ian and his family as they try and recover from what was clearly a devastating experience for them too, in another way. So, whilst I might be facing a few home truths, Ian, of course, has been facing his own home truths, in other words. But fortunately, the place is starting to come back to life, and as I say, life moves on. So that's my thought for this evening. One other thing I will mention is that those that have watched me over the years with British Expat in the Philippines would have realised that by now it seems to have swapped names. Well, yes, I decided to swap the name from Grumpy back to my original channel name, which was British Expat in the Philippines. And in the process of changing the other one to Grumpy Brit in the Philippines, I had a power outage on my phone, and I had only just started to delete part of the title. So it became a British in the Philippines instead of a Grumpy Brit in the Philippines. So if you're looking for Grumpy, it's over there. But sadly, I no longer have the access to that channel once again. And so there's really nothing I can do about it. I noticed that a number of videos have been taken down. So if you want to catch me, you'll have to find me on what was the Grumpy Brit in the Philippines, the one you're watching right now. Because it's now, and it will remain, a British Expat in the Philippines, which was, in essence, that was the channel that I started up almost 5 years ago. And I do clearly appreciate all the effort that everybody has gone to building up that channel. Currently it's sitting at 9,200, I believe, as subscribers. So come on guys, if you're over there on what was the old channel, how about you come and join me on my new one and help give me a little bit of a boost. Come and add a few more to my 2,140, I think it is, on this channel. But we have to build. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it will be great to see you over here. Many of you have already travelled over here, so that will be good. Heartwarming, encouraging for me. And I'm hoping that in the near future we can do some more interesting things on this channel. And if you want to catch up all of my old videos, of course you'll find them on what was the old channel, which is now called, apparently still, A British in the Philippines. But the best way to find it, it'll come up on both when you put in A British Expat or Grumpy. You'll see that the two are together in the sense that there'll be a reminder. The one with 9,000 plus subscribers is my old channel, and the one that I'm using now is my newest channel, which has had a name change back to my original name. Sorry to be so confusing. And for those that thought that I'd passed away, no, Grumpy has passed away. Grumpy Brit in the Philippines has passed away. He no longer exists. He's now a British in the Philippines channel. And unless the person controlling it is able to add some more videos to it, it will just die a natural death, I suppose. But go and check out all the other videos. It's good to do that. It will help keep alive the memory of the old channel. But don't forget me here. Please, don't forget me here. I'm not going to be going anywhere. I'm here, boys and girls. So that's my thought for the night. Do have a lovely evening, have a lovely day, and we'll catch you maybe feeling a little bit more uplifted, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Bye now.